Hello Gearfacts geezers, welcome back. Today I'm doing another retrospective review. I'm looking at the Boss Micro BR digital recorder. It's a digital 4-track and it's just beautifully designed. Obviously it's just for home use, but it can be taken out to do field recordings. If you check my other videos, you'll see that I've done a bit of a microphone quality check on this one, compared with two other devices of similar size. But for me, this is a big sentimental favorite because it's got a great display, it's got really good editing options, and it's just so conveniently, smoothly designed. I mean, there's nothing sticking out there. That is perfect for just slipping into your pocket, taking out somewhere, recording some sounds outdoors, or some guy playing guitar on the street or something like that. Just getting your ideas down. But it really can take you quite a long way on from that. You can really put down a good quality 44.1 kilohertz track on this one. You can cut, copy and paste, remix, re-edit things any way you like. And then using the SD card which is inside, you can transfer to maybe a more sophisticated mixing system and get a track that is actually usable as a final draft. So there's a very wide range of versatility there with the Micro BR. Looking more closely at the display, you can see we've got our tempo here, beats and bars here, timer there at the bottom. The flashing one indicates that we're going to be recording to track 1. And if we press our utility button here, then the track buttons correspond with the options above. This is a machine where you really don't need the manual. I can honestly say that I've been able to perform every function that I've needed to do on this one, and I literally have not opened the manual. And that is incredible user-friendliness. I always find Boss pretty good for that sort of thing, but this one really felt very natural, very seamless. There are no surprises in the operating system, nothing illogical, and yet I still seem to be able to do some fairly sophisticated changes. Now if I exit from that, there's an effects button at the bottom here. Also has a rhythm system built in as well, with something like 250 patterns that you can chain together and have as a MIDI backing track, which is helpful if you're putting together a basic song idea because it'll give you your rhythm patterns all in the right sequence without actually having to use up an audio track. Getting back to what I was saying, we're in our effects system here now, using value plus or minus on the side here. I'll zoom out a little bit. Here are our value buttons way off on the side. I can go through a big range of different presets, and you can also save user settings as well for all these effects. Just press the track 2 button, which corresponds with edit above, and use cursor left and right here to cycle through our effects chain. In this particular one there are 5 effects. We've got amp, speaker, cabinet, noise reduction, that'll be the modulation effects there, and on the next page delay at the end. So a fairly typical effects chain there. Exit from that, and it shows us that we were editing preset number 26, which looks like it's vocal drive. It could be Vox drive, I'm not sure. There are effects for all different instruments here, so there are things that are set up that are suitable for drums, suitable for bass, suitable for voice, and of course suitable for electric guitar. Exit from that and press the rhythm button, and now we can see a massive number of rhythms that we can go through. These are all rock beats. They're divided into separate sections, so hard rock, for example, here has 2 basic beats, fills for each of them, and an intro and an ending as well. So like I said, you can really set up a whole song sequence that's quite readily usable and will help you to explore the dynamics of your own composition. So I may even speed up the video here because there are many, many rhythms on board. So what was that, about 300 and something? There we go, 326 rhythms. So that must be about 60 different styles when you divide them out into each of their 5 different parts. Pressing the track 3 button here, we're corresponding with kit. And you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 kits to choose from. So you can get a rock rhythm and play it on a Roland TR-808 sort of sound if you wanted to do that for any reason. And hey, why not? There's plenty of scope for creativity on this. Just above where my finger is, you've got the mic input there. Just a mono mic, but it does a pretty good job. Again, refer to my mic comparison video for a good insight into that. Looking at the side here, got the guitar in socket there, line in and microphone, so you can record from that as well, or just jam along with something that you've got recorded on a synthesizer or something like that. Input level, of course. Around on the other side, there's your headphone socket, volume control, and USB. So you can transfer files directly out of this into your computer using some software that you can get for free from Boss's website. Or if you don't have a USB cable or you don't want to do that, you can just pop the back off where the batteries are. And there's your SD card right there. And use the exact same software to get tracks off the SD card and into your computer-based recording system. My only criticism of the Micro BR, and this is a really tiny thing, is that when you put batteries in here, the SD card gets a little bit tricky to access. It's easier just to pop the batteries out and then get the SD card out. Very minor criticism on an otherwise absolutely superb machine. Everything else about this is immaculately designed. The final statement I'll make is that the recording quality is excellent as well. It's basically the same as all the other Boss BR series. When your levels are set correctly, it is deathly silent. There's no background noise, no hiss, even with your treble raised quite a lot, no interference. Obviously you can get a little bit of noise when you're raising your overdrive sounds or your distortion sounds and that kind of thing, but really it's up to you as the producer to get that under control. You can hardly blame Boss or the machine for any noise that comes as a result of distortion. So yeah, the sound quality is perfectly good, perfectly usable, and perfectly portable to a bigger, better system for your final mastering. I don't know if this was ever up for any particular design awards, but I certainly would have given it one. So that's my belated review of the Boss Micro BR. I will create another video showing the effect system and what it sounds like. In the meantime, thanks for commenting or liking or subscribing to Gearfacts, and I look forward to seeing you next time.